This is Andrew of Thursday Ketchup fame, here to do some reviews of the newest cards from the newest set of Hearthstone. For a little information about what I know of the game, I've been playing since the closed beta, which is coming up on, I believe, 5 years. I play just about every day, at least to finish up the quests and stuff. Highest rank I ever had was maybe rank 2, 3 stars, I believe. That was a while ago. This was back in the days where Undertaker was pre-nerf. Climbing ladder hasn't been as important to me, as I just like to play the game to have fun. Still, I think I have some insights into what good cards would be. Maybe. Who knows? Let's find out. We're going to start off with Druid, and we'll just go in order of rarity. First up is Crypt Lord. Common, cost 3 for a 1/6. Taunt, after you summon a minion, gain +1 health. This is the kind of card that would work best in Token Druid, I feel. Protecting all your small guys and dealing with opposing aggro decks is pretty good. It's why Voidwalker was so good in Warlock Zoo decks. The majority of the time, you are better off with a Tar Creeper for the same cost, or even Stonehill Defender if you're doing some kind of Taunt Druid with the new Legendary. I could see this being a fairly flexible card. With a couple decks, it would fit well in. I would give this a 6 out of 10. Next up is Nash, or Nosh, depending on what part of the country you live in, I suppose. A common 3-mana spell, give your hero +3 attack this turn, gain 3 armor. Claw is a bad card. A worse version of Claw is really bad. Not even cheap, so you can cycle it with Gadgets and Auctioneer. It isn't the worst thing in the world to take an arena, just pretty close to it. I would give this a 1 out of 10. Next up is Webweave. Common, 5-mana spell, summon 2 1/2 poisonous spiders. Stubborn Gastropod is annoying. The thing that makes it really annoying is the fact that it has taunt. These spiders do not. Aggro decks will just attack around them, but control decks may have some difficulty either finding an answer or using removal on it. Can't see a stalling deck running this and the other new 5-cost Druid spell. This would be the less flexible of the two in constructed, but has really good value in any arena deck. And for that, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Druid of the Swarm. Rare. 2 mana for a 1/2. Choose one, transform into a 1/2 with Poisonous, or a 1/5 with Taunt. A solid taunt on turn 2 is always good, though the attack is a bit weak. Having a Stubborn Gastropod without taunt against control is not bad. Doesn't get much benefit from Fandral and not a beast. Seems like another card that is good in arena, but not strong enough in constructed. I'd say this is about a 3 out of 10. Spreading Plague. Rare, costs 5, summon a 1/5 Scarab with Taunt. If your opponent has more minions, cast this again. If you're still alive on turn 5 against the kind of deck you need this for, then you are doing pretty well. The majority of the time against control, this is 2 Tar Creepers without the attack boost for 1 mana and 1 card less. This is more of a stall for 1 turn than an answer to an opponent's board, unless all of their minions happen to be at 1 health. It does combo with the new Druid Legendary, Hadron Ox, which brings back all of your taunt minions, but there are much better taunt minions to bring back. Overall, I don't see it getting much play, as Druid is a get ahead and stay ahead class, and not one that likes to stall. Give this 4 out of 10. Strong Shell Scavenger. Sorry about the tiny image, it's the best that was available at the time. A rare 4 mana for a 2/3 battle cry. Give your taunt minions +2/+2. Bolster was never played, and it only costs 2. Something for a higher cost that gives you a weak minion isn't going to make it any better. Even if Taunt Druid becomes a thing, I can't see this card making the cuts. Give this 2 out of 10. Fate Spinner. Epic. Costs 5 for a 5/3. Choose a death rattle secretly, so your opponent doesn't see what the death rattle is, I assume. Deal 3 damage to all minions, or give them +2/+2. Bad stats for the mana, but this is a card you want to die. Not entirely sure of how the death rattle effect would work if brought back by N'Zoth. I assume you just don't get it, as you don't get a choice once it gets brought back. Also, it appears that the +2/+2 would apply to your opponent's minions. Not good in Token Druid, weak in control, and does nothing for Jade. Does fulfill the quest, though there is that. Not likely to see much play outside of Arena. This is a 3 out of 10. Ultimate Infestation. Epic 10 mana spell. Deal 5 damage, draw 5 cards, gain 5 armor, summon a 5/5 ghoul. A Druid Kazakus potion, more or less, without the deck restrictions and having to play a 3/3 for 4. Deal 5 to all would make this card broken, so luckily it is only one target. Drawing 5 cards is a lot, but Druids have plenty of ways to draw cards already. I've gone back and forth on whether this is good or bad. The best deck for it seems to be Quest Druid, and nobody is playing that competitively. At this point, I feel like it is a 4 out of 10. Hadron Ox. Legendary. Cost 9 for a 3/7 beast. Death Rattle. Summon your taunt minions that died this game. Awful stats for a 9 mana card. Very few 9 mana cards see play because you can't play anything else on the same turn. Call of the Wild went from a hunter staple to seeing no play when it changed from 8 to 9 mana. The effect has no immediate impact like a N'Zoth does, as it needs to die, and 7 health will likely take more than 1 hit. I assume it does not bring back minions given taunt by things like Sun Fury or Defender of Argus. Not sure if it would bring back the cards that let you choose if you want to have taunts either. It does nothing for token, Jade, and I'm not sure you would even use it in control. Likely only going to see this in gimmicky decks. For that, it gets a 3 out of 10. Malfurion De Pestilence. Legendary, 7 mana, gain 5 armor. Choose one. Summon 2 1/2 poisonous spiders, or 2 1/5 scarabs with taunt. Your hero power is now choose one, +3 attack this turn, or gain 3 armor. You're getting the effect of either Web Weave or Spreading Plague right away, which are 2 cards I don't think much of. Not sure the hero power change makes up for it. Nobody ran just to card True Hearts in Druid when it was available, which changed your hero power into gain 2 attack and 2 armor. It's not an awful card. It has some real narrow uses and doesn't make any of the current good Druid decks any better. So it is a 3 out of 10 as well. That is all for the Druid cards. Nothing too special in these. Probably the best is Web Weave. I could see Ultimate Infestation being really good. Possibly. There's just 10 minutes, a lot to spend on something that doesn't have a giant impact, and that has a medium to above average impact. I think J Druid will still be an issue. Luckily, this set didn't add anything to make it any worse.